Dell Latitude 3540. I tried to review the 15-inch version of this laptop. These are the 14-inch, and unfortunately I couldn't done it because every time I was trying to demonstrate that laptop, the plastic was just snapping in and out of alignment. The build quality on these laptops, regardless of the plastic casing, is not great, unfortunately. So I was somewhat excited to redo that review and see how the quality and how the laptop is actually working. This is a 14-inch version, so I thought maybe the 15-inch, it's a taller order with a cheap plastic that was wobbling every time I opened that laptop. The screen either separated at the middle around the camera, or the sides right in here were snapping in and out of alignment, and I just couldn't do it. I got so frustrated when I was trying to record that video that I eventually released a video, a review video, which was not really a review. It's just a constant frustration because every time I opened the screen, the plastic just crackled and just snapping in and out of its place. I got just frustrated with the whole laptop, so I thought maybe the 14-inch gonna be a better option because 15-inch is longer, the weight, how it's distributed, gonna be different, so these are maybe better. So I got two 14-inch for a client. I'm just doing a setup. I did not make this purchase. A client made this purchase, so it's not my decision, but I do not recommend these laptops if you are traveling. These are not holding up after 3 years. I have quite a few of these above me, the 3500 series. They're not strong enough. If they are dangling in a laptop case or a backpack, they're eventually gonna fall apart, slowly degrading. The keyboard usually also fails, the touchpad fails, the hinges can be a problem. So I thought maybe the 14-inch gonna be a good way to do it. Both of them had problems. One of them was constantly blue screening when I hit the power button and I was trying to get through the Microsoft Windows 11 Pro setup before I could download every single driver update and firmware update and component update via Microsoft. The laptop blue screened 4 times in a row, and also I could not get through the update successfully. That is so frustrating when you purchase a new laptop and you're running into issues constantly. So I ended up just going to Microsoft, downloading the Microsoft Windows 11 ISO, the clean ISO from Microsoft from straight, do a fresh install, deleted all the Dell partitions, all the Dell recovery, every single thing, and just installed Windows 11 on it straight, and it works great. So obviously there was some problem with the image. Yes, can this happen? I'm sure Dell sells of tens of thousands of these laptops, and maybe one of them or two of them, or maybe less than a percent, has issues. It is frustrating when you're one on a receiving end. The other one was also having issues. The screen was sometimes flickering. I had to disassemble and press down on a cable, and ever since that I have no issues. But what I also noticed is when the laptop is open and you are trying to just hold this laptop in your hand, and if this laptop moves a little bit, there's also something, it almost feels like or sounds like that the touchpad is actually clicking. I am not having great luck with these laptops. Other than that, the screen quality is good. The keyboard feels like almost like plasticky. I cannot find a better word to describe it. Of course it's plastic. All of these pretty much are plastic, but the feel like this laptop feels like bulky. The touchpad works, the screen is great, the screen quality is good, performance is really good. I am really happy to tell you that the battery lasts for a long time in this laptop. I think I was clocking 9.5 hours for both of these. And the performance, we can look at the charts and benchmarks are great. To run in 3D Mark is called a stability test, and one of the great things about this laptop that the performance comes out really evenly. So this laptop passes the stability test all the time. How much is this laptop cost? Somewhere between $750, $850. Now sometimes these are discounted heavily. These have the 13th generation of i5 in them with a 16 gigs of RAM and a 250 SSD. So sometimes you can get these for about $600, and these are a great purchase if you're somebody who's not traveling with these laptops all the time. This can be a good option. So let's see what we have here. So these laptops are coming with a 65-watt USB-C charger. Unfortunately, we have one and only USB-C port. So if you are somebody who's planning to use this port, you're gonna either need a docking station, or you're gonna need a Dell cylinder type charger. We have an HDMI port, a USB 3.2, a headphone out, and on the other side we have a hardwired connection option in here, which is great because all of these, my clients, if they are using a laptop at their office, they all hardwired. Even as today, we have a Kensington lock, and we have two USB 3.2 ports, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I don't see any improvement over the 3510 series. I see the same flimsy plastic, the same construction, same materials, same weight. I don't think this is gonna hold up any better than these. I just actually ended up talking to the owner who's purchasing these for his employees, and asked them to stop doing it and forget about the 3500 series. Next time when your Dell rep is calling you, ask only for the 5000 series. I know it's a few $100s more, but these are 3 years old laptops, or going to the recycle center, because the touchpad, the keyboard, the solid state, the hinges, and if this machine is traveling multiple times a day, the whole case is just falling apart. It's not worth it. If you're somebody who's using this maybe as almost a desktop, you have a keyboard and a mouse connected, and you are leaving the laptop in one place, it's sitting on a solid surface, you can buy this laptop for $650, something like that. It's a great deal. Once in a blue moon, you take this for a vacation, or once a couple times a year, that is great. If you are traveling multiple times a day in a week, and you're constantly using the touchpad and the keyboard, unfortunately these laptops are not holding up. I don't see any improvement with this model versus a 3510, so I would recommend not to buy it unless you're almost using it as a station. I'm a huge Dell fan, and I have to say that this is the most annoying model for me. This is when most of the frustration coming in. Even just recently, a couple weeks ago, I had to go on site and try to revive some of these, and that was a last drop in a bucket. I literally asked the owner to stop buying these. Unfortunately, they are traveling, so I said no. Spent a few hundred extra dollar on a Latitude 5000 series, which is a significantly better build. Once we sold those or sell those, I don't see them. They are not coming back, not for 3 years, not to 5 years. I don't see them unless we have to double the RAM, update the solid state, or maybe if they came with Windows 10, put Windows 11 on it. They are so much better option than these. Again, thank you so much for your time. I see you at the next video. Scott's out.